Before the video starts, I want you guys to know that, I'll be doing a Q&A because I haven't done those in a few months. So pop those questions out and let's get on to the video. In this video, I'll finally be saying what my Theory 3 main is. Since I haven't fully said what my main is, I'll be doing it here. So I hope you enjoy. So the puzzles I'll be comparing will be the WRM 2020, the GAN XS, the Tengen version 2, and the GAN 11M Pro. So let's start comparing the puzzles, starting with the specs of each of them. Let's start with the Tengen version 2. The Tengen is 55.5mm, weighs 82 grams, and can be bought for $31.95 on SpeakyShop.com. The GAN XS is 56mm, weighs 69 grams, and can be bought for $59.95 on SpeakyShop.com. The GAN 11M Pro is also 56mm, weighs a light 63 grams, and can be bought for $64.95 on SpeakyShop.com. And lastly, the WRM 2020 is 55mm, weighs 75 grams, and can be bought for $34.95 on SpeakyShop.com. Based on the specs alone, I feel that the WRM 2020 is the best choice with the Tengen V2 behind it. Next up is turning performance and feel. And considering the importance of performance and feel, this section is now worth double points. The Tengen has a very soft and smooth feeling, although it's not as plush as the V1. Although with some lubrication, this can be a very quiet puzzle. Corner cutting is 55 degrees normal and line-to-line reverse. The GAN XS is light and fast, with a slight bump due to the corner base. It is very easy to change the feel of this puzzle with lubrication, so you can get a variety of feels with this puzzle. Normal corner cutting is lacking at only 50 degrees, but reverse cutting is looking pretty good at over line to line. The GAN 11 has a very papery and crisp feeling, and it's slightly faster than the XS. However, this puzzle eats up lube a lot. Corner cutting is better than the XS at 55 degrees normal and over line to line reverse. The WRM 2020 has a snappy and extremely smooth feeling, and lube can change the speed easily. Corner cutting is normal from milieu, 50 degrees normal, and under line to line reverse. I have the best time turning the WRM 2020, so that gets most of the points. However, I can turn almost equally on the Tengen version 2 and the XS. The rest of the video is probably going to get a bit more opinion based because we are looking at customization, starting with the magnets. The Tengen V2 has 3 magnet settings and can be changed using a flathead screwdriver to turn the magnet capsules. I personally think the medium setting is the best choice for the Tengen version 2. The GAN XS also has 3 magnet settings, and they can be changed by simply pushing the magnet back and forth through the edge. I think most people could agree that the strongest magnets are probably the best choice with the XS. The GAN 11 can change its magnets in a lot of ways. You have 2 different magnet rods, and then you can fine-tune the strength of each rod with 3 other settings. That's a total of 6 different magnet strengths. Wow. I used the strongest magnet rod on the weakest setting. The WRM 2020 is the only puzzle here that does not have changeable magnets, so it won't get points for this category. However, the magnet strength of the WRM 2020 is better than the original, and there's nothing here to really complain about. The GAN 11 obviously gets all the points here, but the XS gets second place mainly because you don't need a tool to change the magnets, unlike the Tengen version 2. Next up is the spring systems. Being blunt here, the Tengen system is absolute garbage. The system is so bad in fact that I decided to put a simpler spring screw system in here. And considering how bad it is, I'm gonna dox a point because, you know what, it deserves it. The distance between the 11M and the XS are basically the same. The blue nut represents the centerpiece travel, and the clear thing is for tensioning the puzzles. The WRM 2020 has the standard dual adjustment system. You can compress the springs, making the puzzle feel tighter without the drawbacks of a tight puzzle. So after everything, here are all the standings in terms of points. The WRM 2020 has 8 points, the GAN XS has 3 points, the GAN 11 has 3 points, and the Tengen sits at a measly 1 point. But now it's coming on to see what my main actually is. Still between the WRM 2020 and the GAN 356 XS, I choose the WRM 2020. Between the GAN 11M Pro and the Tengen version 2, I choose the 11M Pro. And between the WRM 2020 and the 11M Pro, I choose the WRM 2020. I started playing with this again, and after doing so, I realized that my performance on this is much better than it is on the GAN 11. That's not to say the 11M is bad, because it, alongside my XS, are now my backup mains. So that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed this or any other video on my channel, please be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to leave Q&A questions, and until then, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.